Hello, I'm Nick Riggins here at Riggins Farms in the Western District of Kentucky. What is significant about being in the Western District of Kentucky is we're one of the largest and greatest tobacco growing belts in the Americas. We produce national, international export trade tobacco. We try to make the highest grade and the highest cash crops through time-honored and proven technique of growing the best tobacco. We have 5 generations here in growing tobacco, and we're going to take you in a little snippet of how this goes and how we're going to make a cooperative together. We're going to take our proven techniques for fertilizing, growing, and harvesting and trade, and take the power of the African soil and the manpower we have available as resources and provide jobs, provide taxes, and provide a lot of internet profit for us. We're on our way. These are hydroponic trays where it all starts. We take pelletized seeds, placing them into the 200-240 cell hydro trays. The plants float in fertilized water till they reach the appropriate size. They're pulled from the tray and mechanically placed in the ground. I'm here with tobacco that's ready to be cut and processed. This tobacco is fully matured. You can see the size of the leaf, and just in case we have drought, we're prepared to lay irrigation pipe. We can use drip irrigation, or we can go right from a Bowser truck and irrigate through pipelines. We will create tobacco that any buyer will be proud to purchase. This is tobacco that has already been harvested. This lighter tobacco, which you can no longer see, is what we will primarily use for cigarette production. That's what our cooperative will use. The darker green tobacco, which you can see is already gone, was what was used for snuff and cigar production. This tobacco has been cut approximately 10 days to 2 weeks. As you can see, it's starting to dry. These are traditional tobacco barns used in Kentucky. Now, on our project for our cooperative in Africa, we will use other types of drying methods, which we'll use whatever we have naturally to create drying facilities. This tobacco is more mature and potentially ready for firing. As you can see, the stalk is still green, and so the leaf still has green content, but it's on its way to drying. This tobacco will be used primarily for cigar production and snuff. As you can see, this is browner and drier than the tobacco we saw before. Now that we're in the barn, the drying facility, I will personally oversee all the stripping and taking down and curing of the tobacco. This is going to be for our national use and for export. As you can see, each stalk, each stick has this many, air hung and air dried. I'm showing here this tobacco has been in the barn, is potentially ready for firing and curing. As you can see by the color content, this will be ready in possibly maybe a week, 2 weeks. Here you can see product of tobacco. It's been ready, tied into hands, ready to be packed, and ready to go on to a national market. This is what I would like to set up in our co-op in Africa. We can use the natural resources that we have available to create barns not unlike this, to create world-class tobacco for cigar manufacturing. It's used for cigars and primarily for snuff. After tobacco production is completed, we'll go on a crop rotation program. My personal idea is that we'll use biodiesel programs and programs to feed the people and create jobs. These are melons with fertilizer. This is an example. Proper fertilizer, improper fertilizer, the exact same seeds. With this project, we hope to create jobs, help work on the projects to feed the people, and make a hybrid product which will be very profitable.